This is Salamancer. You are watching SalTV, and you are also watching something weird is going on here. I don't quite know what it is, but I'm joined today by Star, who gave me a big shout out on YouTube. Star, what is up?
Hey everybody, how's it going? Gonna
Yeah,
watch some UGC Highlander here, my first time casting, so if I fail miserably, thank you for watching me fail.
no, dude, you are going to be fine, but we're going to go ahead and get this action started in 3, 2, 1, go. So there we go. We've got Dr. Glove right now whipping his team to glory and victory. They want to get out there as quickly as possible. Of course, the whip makes you run so much faster. Look at how fast that heavy's running. He's like keeping up with his medic, even using the steel fist, which is actually kind of an interesting decision there. I gotta reload my.
I've actually yelled at my team before to try and tell them to use the disciplinary action. It didn't work too well for us, so I'm surprised to see a team still trying to use it. I don't think you get that much effect off of it, but they did get to mid pretty quickly.
What's really interesting, actually, this heavy here for the red team, that is Freak right now, is absorbing a lot of damage with those steel fists. He's not dealing any of his own. He's just kind of standing out there and taking hits. Of course, steel fists give you a big advantage, but oh, they tried to pop Crit Squeak there on the demo man. He ended up getting taken out by a headshot there from Chimpu. Chimpu now looking down there and tries to go for the kill on the medic. I think the medic is still alive there with about 20 health right now. But
Delirium's
no, Party Cat with the kill. And we haven't even gone over what these teams are called yet. Reds, they're actually with 20% Uber left. But these teams here are Team Winoning versus Team benT. I think I'm pronouncing those right. benT in the blue, Winoning in the red. And I do recognize some people on these teams.
Ooh, the sniper just got a headshot on the heavy. Did not kill him though because he is a big, gigantic, fat heavy. Going for some more on the pyro. Red team still has 100% Uber here, so they're going to be looking pretty good to push this second point.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty quick play here for Freight, and I casted another game from Freight yesterday where it was not quick at all, but here we go. The Uber is popped right away, and that heavy just had his steel fist out for way too long there. He was not ready to get in position. This is kind of a fail Uber here. They've not done a lot of damage. They did take out the sentry and killed the heavy, so that's pretty good.
Red not taking any losses though, so they're still in a good position to get this. They took 4 people down, no losses for them.
Yeah, they have taken quite a bit of damage here, but Red's eating some pills, wants to get out there with that Crits Krieg, but now she is so hurt that I'm pretty sure she's just going to have to back off there and hold on to this Crits for a little bit while she heals up with that medic regen. Where is the demo man, though? We want to get on that camera because he is probably going to come in here with Crit Stickies very soon. Here we go, Shark Hill getting ready to Crit Sticky it up in a very big way.
What do you actually think about Crits Krieg on this map? I really don't think it's going to help them that much. It looks like actually Red Team's probably going to have Uber before they even get to pop this crits. They're being very passive about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that. It's because Reds took so much damage, and once you're on that last point, you kind of want the enemy to push into you. In fact, what may happen here is Reds is going to wait for them to pop the Uber. They're going to come out here, and in fact, they've already popped it. Oh, Reds is so out of position that, oh no! Gets taken out there with the Crit Krieg. So actually...
Demo was not even with the medic, so no crit stickies at all. Red Team might be able to actually capitalize on this and get the point. Blue lost a lot of players from this one up. Wow. Just the heavy defending.
Yeah,
surprised they didn't have the capture just yet.
But, nope.
That was a very fast round for Freight, first match. Maybe Blue Team didn't have their stuff together yet and was a little sloppy on the first match. We'll see what happens this time.
That is a surprisingly fast round on Freight. Even in 6v6, apparently, according to one of our IM medics on the XTV staff, Freight is a very slow round, especially for the last points. So yeah, that was extremely fast here, where Team Winoning, with the .pound in front of their names, has managed to get a very quick win there, and I'm wondering if this game is going to be this one-sided the whole time around. Freak, once again, rolling out with the Steel Fist and just eating damage with no problem.
Yeah, just kind of looking at what's going on around that corner, but even more surprising than them winning fast is that nobody has been interrupted by a train yet. There's been no real problems with that. Surprised not to see that in a full round of Freight.
Yeah, it was, of course, a very, very short round of Freight there. We do have Spy coming and trying to get some damage down, but no, it looks like our red team here is just going to be standing on this point and getting the capture time set there. In fact, you know what? I think that's why Freak was actually running the Steel Fists. He just wanted to start getting cap time on the point. That's what they were doing. And now, of course, red team captures that point once again. So Team benT here is having some trouble against Team Winoning. I'm kind of surprised that this is kind of a looking to be one-sided right now. Both teams do have their 100% ready to go. But let me see here. Who is running the crits? Who is running the regular? Are they both running the regular? I would love it.
Blue team has got the regular. It looks like they're trying to be a little bit aggressive with the demo man outside the left-hand door for them, throwing up a sticky trap, and the heavy still using the steel fist just to kind of annoy them, maybe try and pop those stickies, but red team's being very passive right now, kind of letting them do their thing. Oh, pushing down in gate 2, actually.
Yeah, right now we have Ooh, they indeed are pushing out, and there you go. The heavy finally pulling out that actual gun, and the moment he does, takes a huntsman shot to the head from Ferax.
Quick kill there. Blue team looks like they're trying to do something now. The medic, whoa, the medic had to pop Uber, was stopped by stickies, I believe. And this Uber really is not going to get much done here. They couldn't even get out of this door.
No, but on the other hand, oh, the train coming in right now, and it looks like we actually have a train kill on Dr. Glove. So Team benT coming out here, and they are going to recapture mid, I do believe. Nobody from Winoning in position to stop that right now. So yeah, benT does have the capture. We've actually gotten a couple of good kills here from Dracer 3. I think he means to say third. I don't know.
Third.
Third. Yeah, that's what we'll call him. Oh, going for the lighting the enemy medic on fire. Doesn't manage to get it yet. Oh, that medic is so dead, though. There is no way. Could survive, actually. But it looks like a lot of red team in the meantime is taking hits. Right now, their pyro's down. benT is down 3 players, though. Both their assassination classes, the spy and the sniper, down right now.
And once again, it's pretty much a battle for mid. As red team's trying to take this back, they have a chance to finally get it. Blue team's taking a lot of losses, and they're actually getting some cap time on it. So I think red's going to convert here. Not a single loss yet. One goes down there. The demo man is down, but that should be good enough for them.
Yeah, and the medic there, Reds for blue team, that is going to be so confusing, but her name is Reds for the blue team, is using that Vitasaw, getting that 20% Uber even while she is dead, so it's nice to be able to maintain the Uber, but of course you lose 10 health with the Vitasaw right off the bat. Train coming in once again, no kills from this one, looks like everybody was looking both ways across the tracks, and now red team looking like they want to get aggressive into the second point.
Kind of holding off a little bit at mid, though. They had losses, so I think they're being a little bit more passive. It's giving blue team a chance to come back, where they are ready to mount yet another offensive on mid. This is a very long mid fight where nobody's really committing to going to second.
No, indeed. And once again, we have our heavy just standing here trying to block the capture on the... Oh,
train!
the train!
The train almost got 2 people, but just one. That is Glink. He actually earlier saying that he likes trains. Well, I do too.
Yeah, they are my favorite. And yes, that train was actually hugely influential here. Red team does hold the point, but they are very far forward right now. Party Cat coming around behind the blue team. He might actually get a really good stab. No, the Uber is forced there for blue, so no stabs on that. They're going to try to push out here. They only have a couple of players ready to go right now. I think they should be able to cap, but here comes Party Cat again.
Red team medic actually did get backstabbed by a spy. Ooh, and I think the blue team spy just got backstabbed in return, so they're pretty much even on the whole medic thing. Red's only keeping 3% Uber with that Vitasaw.
Yeah, and now red team, very close to losing that point there, but Heavy's standing back out on the point with that huge minigun once again. Lots and lots of damage going to come down from that, so I think he's going to hold on to it just fine. Right now, this sentry is taking quite a bit of hits here, though, and I'm kind of surprised that's not a mini sentry. That's just a level 1 that got laid down there.
Yeah, that's pretty awkward positioning, goes down really easily. I don't think, even if you had the time, that would have been a smart spot to build up a level 3. Not very defensive or anything at all. Red team being completely boxed in by trains. That's securing the capture for them. Kind of a good train situation for red. Now they can push off onto blue.
Yeah, and did take a big arrow there on our red medic. That is going to be Delirium. He has eaten a lot of damage, and now there's a scout coming in trying to finish off the job. Can he get this medic? No, gets taken out by Party Cat there with the revolver. These spies are really going huge, especially Party Cat right now.
Yeah, this map tends to be a pretty good map for spies. They have so many ways to get around with all those underwater tunnels, especially on mid. They can really do a lot of work. And with the high ground on second, they can just sort of jump down on whoever they feel like killing.
Yeah, in fact, that's what Freak is doing right now, jumping down, getting the Uber on that second point, and just hopping right in here. Oh, the Uber is counterpopped there by blue team, and they look like they want to push into that second point once again with it to stop the cap here. Heavy down on the ground, but he's taking some hits from the air by Freak right now, and Freak is just getting some really nice kills here.
Yeah, Heavy is always doing a ton of work in Highlander. Of course, you need them to push. I was actually worried that was a enemy spy about to stab him, but unfortunately, no. You can actually tell who spies are because we're casting.
Yeah, of course, he actually walked right through the Heavy, which is why he didn't try to spin up and spy check, because if you walk through them, it means they're on your team. And finally, Freak getting taken down there. Didn't have those steel fists out that time. Embrino. I don't know. Coming out here towards his team now, and they've got their demo man up once again. Sniper Chimpu looking through the left-hand side here, does manage to get a hit there, but not a headshot, so it's not going to deal a lot of damage. Dr. Glove now having to back out with the rest of his team as well, so Red looking like they want to get in and deal the damage. They're just having some trouble right now actually getting in those doors.
Yeah, blue team sniper is actually using the Huntsman sniper, which on this map I really would say is a good choice for some of the points, because once you get pushed back enough, you really don't have those awesome sight lines like you will on mid on Freight. Usually on offense, I would say Huntsman is a better choice for this area, but he's doing it for defense.
Yeah, and Party Cat just now decloaking here, looking like he wants to go get another kill. He's not even. Oh, I don't know. He's not disguised right now. And he's not using the Your Eternal Reward, so he totally could be disguised. But he's just deciding he wants to go for it. And now, of course, he gets taken out by the sentry. I don't think he realized he wasn't disguised. That's kind of hilarious.
Both team have full Ubers. They're just kind of waiting for each other to push. Ooh, Demo Man gets taken down for the red team, and it looks like blue team is going to make the first initiative to push here. They're trying to get out this door, and we'll see what they can do with this.
Yeah, Ubers pop just about at the same time for both teams. Blue Medic doing a very good job here of multi-Ubering and making sure that her team stays alive, but the problem is that's going to leave their Uber dropping a lot faster. Pyro goes down there, but not before the Sentry and Dispenser are gone, and the Glink down as well. But yeah, Gold just peeking around here, seeing if he can't deal some damage, and eating a lot of damage himself. Oh, but Demoli comes around the back of them and takes out Delirium. Meanwhile, Freak is down, Slam is down, so looking like Demoli here is actually going to help his team recapture mid. It's only 1-0 right now. I thought we were going to see a 2-0, but no. benT actually pushing back out and could bring it to 1-1.
Blue team, this is a really solid push. They're even getting kills just now. Following forward with this really well. That soldier was pretty extended. How did he get around that corner? I do not know.
Wow, Delirium, I was kind of surprised there. Delirium actually did a really good job of defending himself with the needles, keeping himself alive with that overdose against a scout who only had 30 health, granted, but he could have been in a lot of trouble coming through that teleporter. Oh, nice bushwhacker work there against Chimpu, so he finally gets taken down. And now we're seeing that Team Red has 3 men down right now. Party Cat just now coming up with, looks like, the dead ringer.
3 dead, but also blue team has the Uber, so they're going to have a huge advantage coming in here, and probably the confidence to come in here as well because they did have 3 down. So I wouldn't be surprised to see blue team taking this point. Uber popped right now on the point, getting a few kills, and everyone else just sort of runs away up. Besides this Demo Man and Engineer trying to fight them with the Uber. For some reason, Medic goes down. Guess it was worth it.
Yeah.
Ooh, and a headshot. No, not a headshot. Body shot on the Demo right as he tried to get through the door.
I've just been watching this spy play here, but it looks like that spy is just now getting out of there. Interesting sentry position here. I kind of like the engineer work. Who is this? What is this guy's name? His name is Freighter, I believe. But the sentry gets sapped, so it's going to go down. That's too bad. Spy, I think, no, is still dead ringing, actually. So, no good there. Party Cat, yeah, still using that dead ringer. He should get spotted here. I'm kind of surprised he didn't. There you go. But he's still got room to use the dead ringer again. He's got enough of the ammo there. Probably picked it up from the sentry itself. And now blue wants to push in again here with their heavy. Not happening yet.
Yeah, they are getting, both teams actually getting held up on this 1 point right here. Not even, committing to going down either gate. They're just getting sort of stuck on the outside. And we're probably not going to see either team do anything until they've charged Uber. That kind of seems like what they're trying to do whenever they get stuck here.
I know the feeling that in Highlander especially, even getting 1 or 2 picks, sometimes it doesn't seem like it's enough to move in on, because maybe your team's out of position, maybe they got a sniper watching. So it's really tough to find the right moment to push in. And on a map like Freight, where there is just so much cover, it can be very, very drawn out.
It looks like blue team Spy is getting ready to go in, maybe looking for a pick. Nope, he second guesses himself. The Spy should probably be getting there looking for a pick so that they can push. He's being a little bit too passive, I would say. Blue team taking quite a few losses, though. Maybe red team can... Yeah, even just like you were saying, it's only 2 losses, but in Highlander, that really isn't enough.
Yeah, in 6v6, of course, if it was like 6 versus 4, you push on that. But this is Highlander. Oh, and yes, our blue spy right now, who is phallus predominant, actually... Oh, he gets spotted out by our Steel Fist Heavy. In trouble there. That is the problem with using the Cloak and Dagger. I mean, you just have to find those spots where you can sit. And when everybody's moving around like this in Highlander, there just are not a lot of spots like that.
Party Cat, the red team spy, is just sort of waiting in gate number 1 with the dead ringer, hoping that the blue team is going to walk by, very, very patiently waiting. So we'll see if anyone goes down that corridor. They are going to have to watch out for the spy just sitting in the corner.
Pyro sneaking in here and trying to deal some flare damage, but that's probably not going to do a heck of a lot. And yes, we do see the party cap position right there. Sentry has gone up out here once again. It is level 3, so if red team, I mean, even if they try to push out here, it's going to be tough. But look, everybody from blue has gone in the left-hand side for them, actually. So now an Uber Pyro dealing with this. That's a beautiful thing to do, by the way. Ubering a Pyro there just to blast that back. Very effective here in Highlander.
I'm not so sure I agree with that push by blue. They probably would have done much better if going towards the high ground to jump in with the Uber.
Oh, stair stabbed!
Oh, I missed that, unfortunately. Would have loved to see that. But anyway, also another cool thing is this sentry spot. I really like that they actually had the time in this gigantic stalemate where the engineer realized that and was like, hey, I might as well just throw up this level 3. Awesome spot for that.
Level 3 dispenser up as well, which means this Pyro is going to be able to air blast to his heart's content. Just hop back there whenever he needs more ammo to air blast. So he's doing exactly that, trying to air blast even some arrows and rockets and whatever else out there. It's looking beautiful right now. That sentry's doing a lot of work, dealing some damage, but let's see, red. Oh yeah, there's actually somebody trying to push in through the lower ground right now, and they are getting their butts handed to them.
Getting heavied.
So far. Delirium does have about 100% Uber right now. Reds is just a little bit behind with 96%, but they're getting up there. And now Pyro kind of peeking.
There goes the Uber.
Oh, no.
Didn't go very well. The soldier got popped up into the sky. Oh, that is not what you want to do. That was like the worst Uber I've seen in quite a while. Very unfortunate. It's going to take a lot of work for red team to push out here, not only because the sentry is there, but on freight, teleporters are incredibly important because of how long you usually do have to walk. So blue is getting reinforced much faster than red right now.
He's so out of position right now. Could still do a heck of a lot of damage and get some kills here. And actually, there's a little mini sentry being wrangled up there, which, oh man, that Wrangler. What do you think about the use of the Wrangler, by the way?
The Wrangler, honestly, in Highlander, I'd prefer it was banned. A lot of weird weapons are actually banned in UGC. Like, for example, the original rocket launcher is banned. I'm not quite sure why. There's some glitch with that, maybe. The detonator is banned. But the Wrangler is fine, which I just would prefer not being around at all.
I think a lot of people might agree with you there. There are, of course, intense discussions on the UGC forums about that kind of thing, but the Wrangler, it just slows down play, and when you've got maps like Freight, which are already slow to begin with, that's crazy. Right now, though, red team recapturing their point here, but at what cost? So far, Slamu getting taken down there, and so is Chimpu, so we see
this medic out of position on blue getting taken down real easy by Soldier and Scouts, getting sandwiched right in there. Blue team captures the point, though. That is good for them. They finally were able to get in here. Red team is going to have to back up and defend last because they don't have the numbers.
Yeah, of course, there's 13 minutes left right now in this half. It is 0-1, and I am almost positive that we're going to see this go to a second half. Freight, always a long match, always a long map.
Yeah, this last point is incredibly difficult to push onto. You really only have all the entrances. I'm not going to say you only have one because all the entrances on this point are pretty bad. It's really obvious to see where people are coming through. The left gate over here is always sticky bombed and incredibly difficult to get through. So not many options for the attacking team.
Okay, and yeah, the original is no longer banned, by the way, I'm hearing from the chat. I think that originally it was banned. Originally, though, it was banned because when a spy used it, it wouldn't look right, and now...
Oh, true. I remember that bug now.
And Dracer just coming up here trying to deal some damage, but I don't think he's going to be quite enough. The Glink ends up going down, so now... oh man, okay, so here comes the Uber from red team right now, but it is being countered immediately, and this is actually not a very good position here for red at all. They've lost one of their soldiers, they've lost a lot of players right now. The Uber is just now fading. There goes the heavy, and I think that blue team should be able to push with this. They are getting up here with the heavy medic demo right now.
Oh, blue team has definitely got this. They have no one to contest the last point. Just that wrangled sentry, which we talked about, but that's not going to be enough to hold blue team back. They get that easily, and to be honest, I think that's the best case scenario for last on Freight, is waiting for the defending team to try and make something happen, and usually it doesn't go their way, and you can counter push off of that.
Yeah, beautiful sticky jump there by Sharkill. We're just watching his rollout here. One thing I may actually want to try and find here is a sniper rollout. Now that we've seen where Sharkill is going, I gotta find the other sniper, because it's very, very important to see the sniper's positioning here. He's going to want to get that headshot off immediately, but his team is kind of rushing out right in front of him. Kind of tough to see what's going on here.
Ooh, blue sniper is actually still using the Huntsman, so a little bit awkward. Midpoint, you really do want that sniper rifle.
Yeah, you do. This is such a great sniper lane, and Chimpu's not even having to worry about it right now. Oh, he's actually taking some damage from behind, though. It looks like maybe a scout or a spy or something came in after him, so he's trying to get his heals up right now, and oh man, something disgusting almost just happened there.
I am desperately watching this Huntsman sniper. I really want to see him get a kill.
Oh, Party Cat trying to go for the stabs, doesn't manage to get it, but he's got the dead ringer out, so he's going to be able to go for that once again.
Red team is watching these stairs over here. Pyro has been heckling them for a long time, but not really committing to anything. Huntsman Sniper sort of backed off. He was looking up over there as well, and no team taking any losses. Oh, we've got the Ubers now. Gonna start seeing those losses roll in.
Yeah, and I think we may just be a little bit, I might be a little bit ahead of you right here, so I'm just going to pause it for like 1 second. And now we should be ready to go. And yeah, so right now we're seeing that blue team took a lot of losses there, and right now only one loss for red. They've lost a Boogie.
Boogie, yeah. Blue team is down by a lot. Red team should definitely start pushing up now. You have to be aggressive as you can on freight, because if you aren't, the other team is going to bring that stalemate back that we saw last round.
Yeah, and right now Freak once again pushing in here. Frequency, I guess his name is Frequency. I get it, I can read it now. But he's pushing there with those steel fists once again, and getting right around this corner here, doing a lot of damage to the blue team here. And I think that even with about 10 minutes left, is it still 10 minutes left here? Yes, I guess it is. I think we're going to see the Winoning team with another win here, but anything is possible right now. They are trying to push with 100% Uber, but they're going to be pushing into a counter Uber immediately from red, as long as, yes, there she goes, manages to pop it. Somebody's standing on the point right now, though, and
the scout on point gets blown up.
Yeah, they finally managed to stop that cap. There's a heavy standing right there behind, though, knocks out the teleporter. A decent bit of work there. Now, wow, this heavy is going crazy right now. Finally gets taken out.
How did that heavy even get there? I didn't notice that. He was blown all the way back, spawn on blue. Nobody really took care of that.
Yeah, he just walked around while he was Ubered. Saw that there was nobody to kill immediately in front of the point, so he walked around behind the point.
Slick move there. Unfortunately, it didn't really pay off. There was way too many people for him to do anything about it.
Yeah, so now Team Winoning, or Team Winoning, Winona Rider, I don't even know, is sitting back on the second point once again. And in fact, blue team has an Uber advantage. They've got to be careful about back caps, but I think that they should be okay to push out here. They've lost one man so far, one man down for red as well.
Yeah, blue team is just probably going to sit here for let red team do whatever they want. Actually, no, pushing in maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell what these teams are going to do, but blue team does have a gigantic Uber advantage, so they're using that. Didn't notice that personally, but they're pushing in here and getting air blasted.
Yeah, the air blast, I mean, that's, of course, when you have a full-time pyro, just because you have a full-time everything in Highlander mode. But having that full-time pyro there, one of the greatest assets on the pyro's arsenal, oh, Reds goes down there, is actually the air blast.
Yeah, usually a lot of times teams won't even want to push until they know that the pyro is down, because there's always one there just waiting for you to do that. It's like their sole job in life is to ruin your day when you have an Uber.
Yeah, and it's even more useful on like payload maps or attack defend when you're trying to push into a point or something, and every time you try to push that sentry location, they just Uber the pyro and air blast you back out, and you're like, oh darn it, come on.
Very difficult to counter unless you get them beforehand. A lot of times I do try and snipe the pyro if I know a push is coming up.
Oh yeah,
if at all possible.
That's actually a really good idea. And of course, I don't think we've even gone over this yet, but you play Highlander, do you not, in the UGC League?
Yes, I do. You casted one of my matches yesterday where I looked absolutely terrible.
No, you actually did really well in that game. I just ended up putting you on camera when you were dying. It was just unlucky, but you actually scored like top score quite a few rounds. Seeing some, going for a stair stab there. Didn't quite manage to get that one.
Ooh, they're actually using crits right now. Not getting any kills with it. Nobody died to that. They all backed up appropriately. They're just backing off to last now. That's kind of unfortunate to see. I really disagree with pretty much any crits on this map because it's really, really push heavy. You really need that.
Now, I will say that when I played this map with Felt, we actually had some success pushing out the Crits Creek to mid. Because
to mid, maybe, yeah. But not last. That's really too difficult to do with crits.
Yeah, that is correct. You've got to keep... Wow, Dr. Glove cratering. Don't think he realized how much health he had there. Glink trying to get some kills there, but now almost everybody for Team Red is down right now. It's just this wrangled sentry up that is slowing down the push here for Blue a little bit. And that sniper ends up dying there. I'm sorry, Spy ends up dying there as well. Another mini sentry might be going up here in a moment, but it's not going to stop the cap. Blue team taking mid.
Ooh, watch out, a Spy trying to go for this demo man. We'll see if he can get the stab. Got him. Easy kill. And he can just sort of walk into the water, which is why I hate Spies on this map so much, because they have such an easy getaway. It gets rid of fire, it gets rid of Girardi, and then you can never see them underwater.
Yeah, for several reasons, Freight is not one of my favorite competitive maps to play on. But, I mean, there are ways around it, and especially if you can just get out there and capture this area. Oh, a burning
trains, double train, nobody getting hit by it, unfortunately. The engineer is locked in the middle with a level 3 sentry just randomly plopped there.
check that out. Yeah, he's gonna pick that up, I think, as soon as that train passes by. We are now seeing red team has their sniper up. Chimpu looking to get a kill here, but the Uber is popped right now. Popped on the demo man. He's going to look and see if there's a sentry or anything for him to take out. No, there is not. But he can get in there and deal a lot of damage nonetheless and let his team do the rest of the cleanup there. benT now standing on the point here. Oh, the counter Uber is popped for our red team. Winoning coming back and saying, no, you can't have this point just yet.
Yes, if they can get the kill on that heavy or medic, that would make this all so much more worth it. They could definitely get a counter push off that, but definitely not. They have the sentry there, and nice spot to retreat to. Once again, I really do like this little forward hold by blue here, where they definitely have this safe zone where if they're ever in danger, just walk back up these little corridors and you're perfectly fine.
Now we see a big push coming in. No Uber just yet for blue team, but they have a very significant advantage right now. They're pushing in immediately. Going to take out this soldier, probably take out the heavy here as well. He's taking a lot of hits. No, he gets away with about 57 health there. Those steel fists, man. Those steel fists. But as they capture with the scout, they're already pushing out here with the Uber immediately. Very well done by this team. That's something you don't see a lot on Highlander. Oh, yeah, that was... did it... Oh, I think Chimpu actually died to that train. Awesome. Awesome.
Train did block the team a little bit so nobody could get on there for a split second, and maybe that was just enough because blue gets the capture. Nice push here onto last. Good round. And it's 2-1 now. benT has 2, and Winoning has 1.
And 5 minutes left here for these teams to get another point in this half. They're saying good round right now. Of course, the half is not over yet, but these are played to the first team to get to 5. So we got a long time, guys. A long time.
Halftime is also at 4 points, which I also thought was kind of weird for UGC because it's first to 5, and then a lot of times you get a team that gets 4 points, and you have a halftime for just one match.
Is that for 5 CP as well? I thought that was only for King of the Hill.
No, it goes for 5 CP. I can't remember exactly how Koth works at the moment.
Okay, alright. Actually, Koth is with halftime at 3, as I recall. I casted one of those games as well,
Yeah,
but okay.
that is true.
Looks like, yeah, blue team taking the rollout here right now. Sorry for cutting you off here, but we've got some action going on. A heavy here, Gold, standing there on the point and trying to deal some damage down here. He's having to face off against a wrangled mini-sentry, though.
Spy the medic actually went down. Blue team med is down. Red team is going to have quite an advantage there where they can easily push in here with the Uber if they want to waste it now. It is good to hold, but no, they do pop it, and they're going to easily be able to push blue team back, killing this milked on heavy as well, who retreats into the water but gets blown up anyway. That's a water shot, even better than air shots.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to see, the water shots. We don't get enough of those on Moments of Glory, I gotta say, so maybe we need to get that one submitted. But now we have red team once again pushing in here, and they've got about 3 minutes here where they could tie this game up going into the half. They've got to be quick with these pushes, though. I was actually saying earlier that what we saw from benT, where they pushed in even before they had the point capture, that's something you don't see a lot in Highlander, and it's actually a really, really good thing to do.
Yeah, it usually is kind of difficult to coordinate that because you have to tell your team and scream at them, you have to go capture, I got it, and to get all 9 players, on the same boat is a little bit difficult sometimes. Scrimming, practicing, of course, that all helps.
Yeah, Sharkville going for some damage out here. He's very, very aggressive through these doors right now, and he could get headshot there. I think I saw a sniper dot. So he's got to be careful right now. This spy just trying to pretend that he is on the blue team, and he's actually managed to fool them with his disguise right now. He's not going for kills yet, but what is he disguised as?
He's just sitting in the corner, and everyone's okay with that.
Yeah, he's disguised as a spy. I think they just don't realize. And that's actually a very common thing to do. If you are not behind the enemy team yet, just disguise as a spy and make it look like you're trying to go after that enemy team. And oh, there you go. You finally get to pick off it.
Completely fooled everyone. Everyone was looking out that doorway and saw him that whole time. But figured it was just a spy. Really good acting from him there, and just gets a pyro off of that.
Now he's going in. He may try to go for a sap here. No, just takes a dead ringer, and he's going to walk around behind the team. Beautiful dead ringer work there, actually. But he gets spotted out, so Party Cat is gone. The Ubers are down on the point right now. Blue team just furiously defending this second point here so that they don't have to lose another point going into the halftime. They may end up being up 2-1 at the half. benT versus Winoning.
Yeah, this red team has only got 1:40 seconds left to do this. It is still possible, definitely not the easiest thing to ever do.
No, and with wrangled mini-sentries and wrangled whatever else, I mean, they're putting up a decent fight here, but I don't think it's going to be enough time, especially on Freight. This map is so hard to capture that last point on. Verax here just trying to look and see if he can't get a kill, but no, he can't. He's going to peek out to the right-hand side now. Does not hit that NG. Going for the
It is definitely possible. Red team has the uber advantage. If they push very quickly, they have 1 minute left to get this cap. If they get a complete wipe on the second point, I would love to see Red team take this for 2-2 at the halftime. Here comes the uber. Pyro coming in, killing the heavy, getting the medic as well. Medic down. Heavy is probably... Nope, he's still at a ton of health. And they've got a sentry as well. I think blue team has got this pretty well secured.
They do. Their medic is down, but only 3 up right now for red. So that is probably going to be the half. Gold is just now looking for this demo man down under the water. Does manage to kill him. It's actually really hard to see underwater, at least for me. I don't know if there's settings that fix that, but when I get underwater, I just can never see what I'm shooting at.
I completely agree with you there. My brightness is actually pretty bad on maps like CP Egypt, where they have dark tunnels. Everyone is a spy for me.
That's no good. Yeah, it's only about 30 seconds left here, so I think we are fast approaching the time where it is mathematically impossible for either of these teams to capture, and so we're just waiting for the halftime buzzer to ring. Right now we've got Spy with the Cloak and Dagger. He needs to find time to decloak here and get some stabs for us right before the round is over, but the problem is he might get spotted. Be real careful about that.
This is the part of the game where you would typically want to wait around for trains and just jump in front of them for the lulls, but halftime is up now. And that is 2-1. benT still has 2, and Winoning has 1.
Yeah, we'll be right back after that half. We are starting the second half here. Once again, we're seeing some S&M action going on in blue spawn here. They have, of course, changed sides, so now Reds, the medic for benT, is actually on red team, which is really going to help me out. And blue team, of course, Team Winoning, is the one who is down in points right now. Actually, Team benT, I believe, is up 2-1.
Yes, I am easily going to forget which team was which. I am very simple-minded, and when colors change, my mind explodes. But we've got a very passive push onto mid again. It usually takes quite a while for someone to go down on either team. Just dropping a scout now, which isn't entirely essential to the mid fight here.
Yeah, scouts, of course, they can get around behind your team. Oh, Chimpu with a very big headshot there. He ends up getting, I think, headshot himself by a spy, maybe, as the ambassador, but it does not manage to kill him. And now Sharko coming in trying to deal some huge damage here with the stickies. Doesn't manage to get, only gets 1 kill there. It is Chimpu who has died. Now Party Cat coming around behind, but he has to use that dead ringer there, and he's going to hop right back into the water, actually.
Glink goes down to a fiery arrow. I'm finally glad to see someone die to that arrow. And this whole time, the heavy with Fist of Steel has been capturing mid. Almost no losses for either side, but blue team was still aggressive enough to get the capture.
Now, that is a very interesting use of the Steel Fist Heavy. Normally you want that Heavy there too. Oh my gosh! That train. That is a scary train. But yeah, that's an interesting use of the Heavy for sure. Normally you want him out there dealing damage, but it looks like this team is hit on a strategy where they're just
the
like,
medic
oh.
got locked in there. Unfortunately, somehow he gets out of there. I think if the Heavy would have just like extended a little bit, could have easily killed the red medic, but
we have a back hit going on right now. Somebody was trying to capture the second point there while somebody tried to capture the mid at the same time. Blue team holding on to their second just barely, and now we have our spy for benT coming back around with the Cloak and Dagger once again. I'm not as big of a fan of Cloak and Dagger on... Ooh, what is he doing? On these maps here, because you basically just get taken out. The Dead Ringer is probably a much better spy watch for most of these situations.
Yes, Dead Ringer is always annoying to deal with, always. Except on the last point, I would argue that Cloak and Dagger is pretty nice to sit around and wait for the push and get that pick right when you need it.
Frequency ends up going down there to some good soldier work. He was basically stuck there under the water, so not a lot he can do about that. The Glink getting his little overheal right now, getting his little buff, so he's going to be ready to push out in a moment. Teleporter's up for blue team. It's very important in Highlander to get that teleporter up. And now we're seeing Party Cat try to come around behind the enemy team once again.
And red team is being a little bit slow, honestly, to get to these doors. Heavy is still sitting on mid. There's a sentry on mid, and they're being a little bit careful to come up here. Blue team, however, is just sitting back. They've got full Uber. Both teams stocked and ready to go out and have a fight. Probably coming up in the next few seconds. Looks like they're both getting aggressive.
The Pyro is actually peeking out right there. He's having to back off now, and another one of those flaming arrows coming down. Party Cat is he's looking for the right spot to decloak right now, so not a lot of spy action so far.
This Heavy, they're just having the Heavy sit down here with the Fist of Steel out, just sitting there with the Fist of Steel. I suppose watching the gate to see when people are coming through is more of a scout than a Heavy.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you need that information. It's all important in Highlander. Calling out, where's that scout? Where's that spy? Where are they all coming in after us? Party Cat here, just going for the revolver on that engineer right now. Got down to 30 health there while he was carrying a sentry, but didn't manage to get the kill. Now backing all the way up through the water. So it's going to be a while before he gets back into a position to get a backstab again. Uber popped here a little bit early for Reds. Now, of course, the counter Uber popped, standing on that point there for Blue. Where is the sentry right now? Actually, look, all the entire red team is coming in through the high ground, and they looks like maybe going to have the soldier and his pyro come around the backside here.
Nobody on blue team is dead yet, but they definitely all retreated. Red team actually took 2 losses, but still probably going to get this point.
Ooh, a Jeff Argus taken out by a scout from behind, though, and now, it looks like everybody for red actually going down up there. The only thing they have left right now, basically, is a sentry and maybe a heavy who is at like 13 health to try to defend this. Where is even that heavy? He is underwater. He hopped back out through that little drop down. Spy checking, but no, looks like he's going to be okay. Nonetheless, shotgun takes him down there, and now the sentry's down as well, so we are actually going to see our blue team here, Team Winoning, come out to the middle point, I do believe.
This blue team has got some time to push. They took a lot of losses, but it looks like they could still make something happen here. Though they're retreating, they don't want to risk it. It is kind of difficult to get out here, as we've said so many times. They've got the teleporter, they had the sentry, their whole team's back here now. And I find it hard to believe that they would... Ooh, they popped Uber, not getting anything off of that, just on the scouts to protect the medic, I suppose. Kind of missed what happened there.
Yeah, it was pretty much just a force pop because otherwise they would have lost their medic, lost the Uber, dropped it.
Yes.
So everybody from blue team was basically down at that point. They couldn't push. Now they are backed up to the last point once again. So Team Winoning is having a little bit of trouble here. They are backed up to their last, and it's already
train
in favor of
I don't think anyone saw that train, but nobody died to it. I really want to see people die to trains.
That is like my favorite thing, man. It really is. Except when it happens to me, and then keyboards get thrown.
Red medic actually went down, kept the 20% because of the Vitasaw, but nonetheless went down. That's going to be quite a big problem for the red team. They're not going to be able to push in here right away, but I don't think the blue team is going to push out either, so they are just going to build up their Uber once again.
There we go. Boogie Cat getting in there and finishing off the job that his pyro tried to start. Now spotting a spy as well. He's trying to see if he can't maybe get some milk on that spy, but no, the spy has gone away. The Uber is ready to go for blue, and it looks like they may want to push out with it. The problem is they could get back capped, they could just completely fail, and then they would lose the last point for sure.
They're already down 2 players. They're having a lot of trouble just getting through the door, and on the second door coming up, there's a huge sticky trap waiting for them. And red team's almost got the Uber already. Ooh, heavy goes down. The sticky trap did get him, and the medic is going to have to pull back, and they're going to need to defend last now that red has their Uber ready.
Yeah, Chinpu just looking through the doorways right now, trying to see what he can't kill. Nothing coming through the doors yet, but of course, as soon as something does, he's going to have that sniper dot right on him. Meanwhile, though, red team is still standing very far back right now. They are doing what is called in the Euro Leagues parking the bus. I'm sure you know what that means, but if you don't, it's they're sitting here and just wasting away the time because they know they've got a bit of an advantage. Now they're finally popping the Uber out on the heavy. Does manage to get a couple kills here.
Sentry.
Oh, that
It's going to be very difficult to destroy that. Even when you have a heavy that close, the reduced damage on the wrangled sentries is pretty high. Ooh, backstab on the heavy from an Ubered spy. You can't fight Ubered spies.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And right now, red team, of course, having to back out. They may even lose their second point here. I think blue's got a very, very good chance to take this. Oh, Huntsman Sniper, is he? Wait a minute. Why did he just turn around like that? I don't even know. I thought maybe he was trying to do one of the patented Salamancer plus right Huntsman Sniper plays, which make you super, super dizzy, but apparently not.
Party Cat just waiting in gate 2 over here. Once again, waiting for anyone to come through this corridor and try and get a sneaky backstab on him, so we'll see once again if anyone goes through there. They're just setting their sentry back up in their pre-planned same position as always. It has been working out very well for them. I commend their engineer. He's been doing great work for their team.
That's actually something that doesn't happen enough, is commending the engineers and commending the medics as well. Basically, if you're not talking about the engineer or medic, it means they're probably doing their job well on these casts. The only time we tend to find them is when they've done something wrong. But, yeah, these engineers have both been doing quite a good job. The mini-sentry, I'm liking the aggressiveness the mini-sentry is giving to our red team right now. And who is that engineer? Who is that? That is Freighter. Not getting a lot of points or kills with it, but oh no, he's actually using level 3. I see. So he's actually he's just doing the opposite. It's the blue team that's using the mini sentries. The red team here using that level 3 sentry to set up some very forward positions. And even if they're not getting kills, it's just forcing blue team to have to deal with it.
Yes, Freighter actually has 2 points on his team, But despite that, I think without him, they would have been, really far pushed back. He's got the level 3 sentry up, and that is definitely crucial on this map.
Frequency with a big minigun kill there on an airborne pyro, and now trying to go after that demo man, but the demo is going to get away just fine. Char kill with 100 health left. Frequency, I don't even know what he's doing right now. He's just kind of aiming at a tire. So, I mean, those tires are...
Kill the tire.
Kill the tire for sure, man. Those tires are
Punch
nasty. Ferax gets taken out there again, trying to go for, I think, another Huntsman shot through the last door there. Slamu loses his mini sentry, so the Wrangler, he's going to have to build another one of those up there, but he's got this dispenser, he's going to have plenty of metal. Problem is, here comes an Ubered Heavy, and there is no Uber for Delirium right now, so that could be bad.
He got hit by the train. Delirium tried to retreat and get safety in the spawn, but was hit by the train. MVP right there. Red team getting on the cap.
Wow, this is
and
actually
not able
really
to capture it
here.
either. I was actually expecting the Heavy to get that, no problem, but didn't get it. We've got the Fist of Steel trying to punch him off the point. Punch that Pyro.
Oh, beautiful
Didn't
air
work.
blasting work though by our Pyro here. Who was that? That was Dracer, who just air blasted that Heavy away from him. Of course, the Steel Fists were causing him to take hardly any damage from that at all, but Dracer just decided, okay, well, if I'm not going to be able to kill you, I'll get you off the point so I can finish the capture. So
I'd say Train definitely helped them win that last round, and one thing that's actually interesting to do on Freight is because the last point's so difficult to push onto, you could actually wait for the train to show up and, plan on it blocking them off and not being able to get back to their spawn. They can't run from the Uber if there's a train there.
No, that is a fact. That's one of the few things that might actually help pushes on Freight every so often. Right now we're seeing the mid-fight just go down here, and remember the score is 2-2 now. Team benT versus Team Winoning. And gosh, those guys have such a weird name. I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that. So, if somebody in the comments wants to let me know, that would be great. Because I'm always trying to learn these guys, and, it really helps when they keep consistent names, too. That's the other thing, is that sometimes people just do not keep their names consistent, and I'm just like, what do I do?
And too many numbers and too many names. I'm actually surprised you remember the score, because I have already forgotten. The Medic goes down, drops Uber to the Spy. That is pretty big.
Just finishes sizzling there. The dropped Uber is really, really huge. It means that Reds, once again, is going to be able to help our team capture this point. No problem at all. And right now, Demoli getting over here, having to use the bonk to keep himself safe. So we're going to see him zipping around like, I don't even know like what, but completely unable to take damage there. Unable to deal damage as well. And ends up walking into that minigun. So, no sir, Frequency was prepared for that.
Red team's got the Uber. They're pushing in here. They look like they want to take this second point. And they definitely have the ability to do so right now as long as they actually get the Uber in here. It looks like here it comes. Pop the Uber. They've got the mini sentry still. I really think that blue team engineers should make a little bit more use of the level 3s like we've seen from Red. But
I just saw a Pyro get taken out by a sticky trap there that had been staying there for quite a while and nobody noticed it, so beautiful sticky trap there to take him out. Looks like Red Team losing a lot of players right now. They were trying to get in here and capture this point, but no, Blue, this is Team Winoning, holding on to their point, and they're trying to push back out to mid, actually, with Dr. Glove, the Spy, I think a couple others too.
They pretty much had the point. The Heavy was on it with the Medic, and then a Spy came in, backstabbed the Heavy, and I really think everything went to hell from there.
About 90% Uber right now for Delirium. He's getting up to about 99. There he goes. He's probably going to want to pop that just to clear out this point and keep his team alive here, because otherwise they're in a very, very bad position. He's got to pop that Uber quickly. There you go. He finally pops it on the Heavy. Gets air blasted
Nice air blast.
Sentry. But he's, still not able to take, there you go. Finally that sentry is going to go down. But that is just about the only thing that Uber was able to do. I mean, that's the crazy thing about that Wrangler is that, look at that air blast reflect from the Glink, though. Manages to kill the sniper with his own arrow.
I wish I would have saw that. You're catching all the cool moments right now, but I guess that's all for the best because you are the one recording.
That is a fact, man. I'll click things and things will happen and I'll be like, wow, that is awesome. Lesson learned, says the Glink. Oh man, taunting him too. Great stuff right there. We've got, right now, blue team once again pushing onto the point. There is a bad cap attempt, but it's not going to work at all. Our blue team here, which is Team Winoning right now, getting out and looks like they want to try and bring this to a 3-2. Ferax saying, no, I'm still going to use the Huntsman.
Nah.
No question.
You can never teach a sniper a lesson. They will do the same thing every time. Doesn't matter to him.
Sounds like you've played a lot of 24/7 2-Fort servers there.
Oh yes, absolutely.
We're just kidding, snipers. If you play on 24/7 2-Fort and walk onto the battlements and just stay there the entire game, you're still cool in our books.
What else would you do?
What else would you do? I mean, right now we have Ferax coming around here, seeing if he can't. He's just going to knock out that mini sentry. There's one thing that Huntsman is actually really good for. Every single arrow you fire at a mini sentry will knock it out, and it's just such a pain for that engineer.
That's actually one of the main reasons why I really like it for pushing into last, because they will pretty much always have that level 3 sentry, and it's so fast to charge the Huntsman to really deal a lot of damage to it.
Yeah, right now, Frequency and his medic just hanging out back here, keeping that overheal on Frequency as much as possible. Of course, the more people you have overhealed, the easier it is to push, but right now, blue team does not want to push at all. They have lost a player at the moment. I think that might have been their, no, not their demo man, but they definitely have lost somebody here. Scout, yes. Not a huge deal to lose a Scout. I mean, he's not going to get crazy plays like they do in 6v6, but still, they're having to back off really hard, and now Boogie Cat just joining in once again. Frequency taking some hits there, so yeah, they have lost that second point.
Yeah, Scout is really useful, but once you get into these last areas where there really isn't much room to maneuver for them, is this a pause, by the way?
This, in fact, seems to be a pause.
Oh, this rocket is mid-flight. That is definitely a pause. But as I was saying, Scouts, when you get to these last areas, they can't really do much, they can't get around, it's hard to find anyone to kill, so, losing a Scout isn't the hugest deal in the world.
Looks like this mini-sentry does see its doom approaching. It's just kind of like, guys, somebody's going to help me out here, right? Wrangler? Something? Come on. I don't think so.
I do love pauses. It's so nice when you have a pause and you have like a sniper dot on someone's head and you're just like, please resume so I can click.
Yeah, we will, of course, be right back after we resume. Oh, and we just barely missed that thing dying. There we go. Our Scout seems to have rejoined the game. He's not back on the team just yet here. But right now it is, of course, still 2-2 for each of these teams, Winoning and benT. And look at this Party Cat getting around there again. That sentry just now getting built up to level 3, and it's not being taken out yet. That's not a good thing here for blue team. They've already popped their Uber. Going to be tough to take that and take the second point here. Especially with this heavy Girardi. Oh, you are done, Heavy. You are done.
I'm sorry, I was mildly distracted by everyone sliding around and not actually walking due to the pause. That is quite funny. I don't know if you got that.
Yeah, it's a very common thing. We call it TF2 on ice. It's a very, very common thing there for once there's a pause, STV demos kind of get glitched out a little bit like that. And it's actually still happening here for the medic. That is pretty hilarious. And
I'm just watching a spy slowly slide behind people. He is like an ice skater of doom. Don't want him coming up behind you, but red team pulled all the way back to defend last. They have a couple losses, so they're going to need to defend here. Ubers are basically even because they are going to wait for these to reach 100% either way.
Yeah, you were just about right there. Dracer ends up going down to a rocket, trying to get the reflex. Didn't work at all, but ooh, actually only a level 1 sentry up here right now. Blue team, oh, they've lost Boogie Cat again. He seemed to be lagging there a little bit in the first place, so I'm not surprised by that. Somebody else has joined the game, though, Shockwave, so he may be filling in as a backup for them.
Makes sense. Blue team taking a couple losses, but as we've mentioned, losses on Highlander aren't that big of a deal, and something really major has to happen for one team to decide that, yes, we do in fact want to push here.
At least on Freight. Freight is a wicked slow map. Oh, I think we've already gone over that quite a bit.
Yes, Freight.
Lighting an enemy sniper on fire and pulling out that postal pummeler. That's one of my favorite weapons in the game right now, the hitting people with the mailbox.
You've got mail.
I think just about everybody has that bind by now, but it's still hilarious every time I see it. And
I don't care.
A lot of spam coming in here on Shampoo right now, but here comes the Uber, and I hate when that happens. There we go. Uber is done. Red team counter pops, and everybody.
Spy behind red gets the soldier, but immediately spotted. One problem with Spy and Highlander is people actually voice communicate, so once you get one stab, it's difficult to get that chain. Blue team sniper is peeking, but having a difficult time actually seeing anyone at the moment.
Yeah, and right now, ooh, where is our blue sniper actually? Because I think a lot of people might be
down by a scout already down. They caught onto that pretty quickly.
Oh, Mini Sentry takes down Domoli, so Slamu doing some work there to hold the flanks for his team. Yeah, Scouts going against Mini Sentries, I mean, we know who's going to win that one 99% of the time. And right now, Red's actually down a lot of players here, but the blue team is not really in a good position to push because they lost a lot of players earlier, and Dr. Glove actually pulled out that whip it looks like he's used to pulling out the equalizer.
The heavy is actually trying to push, killed the soldier and the medic in the corner, but gets taken down by the sentry. However, that was big. Either way, they did get the medic. They're going to have a huge Uber advantage now if they can make use of that later.
Only 2 players left up right now for Red Team. I wonder if Blue realizes this. Yes, I think they do. They're pushing out right now. They're going to take a lot of hits from this sentry, but I think they're able to get on top of it. No, maybe not. There you go, getting a scout onto the point right now, and he is so close to capping it. But
oh, are they going to get this? It is so close right now. Just that Red Team scout bouncing around in the sky was blocking it, and they finally do get it. Just throwing as many people as you possibly can at that level 3 sentry to get the point.
You know, it is now 3-2, but I may be confused. Didn't benT win the first? So actually, I think it's 3-2 in favor of benT, and I called those scores wrong the entire time. My bad, but I think it's 3-2 in favor of benT now. So I think that Winoning needs to make one more point here to tie it up, if they even can. But they did get a pretty good point there, so we will have to see.
I'm going to have to trust you on that because I am not focused enough to remember slight number changes. We've got a mid-battle going on once again. Both teams pretty even, not taking losses once again, being very careful about what they're doing. You do have a lot of places to hide here as a team. These gigantic buildings to just sit behind. We've got the Fist of Steel still going on, just trying to capture the point as much as they can. Already got half of it.
Yeah, red team lost their medic there to a good revolver from the spy. So, of course, our blue team here, which is Team Winoning, is getting on the point. Having to pop that Uber there just to keep the team alive, but they've already captured the point, so there's basically nothing that red can do right now to stop this, especially because of this free Uber here. And there's about a 20% advantage for reds, and yeah, she's going to have her heavy starting to get healed here, so going to be okay. Still running that Vitasaw, which is, I mean, it takes off that maximum health. That really sucks, but apparently they decided they like to use it.
Yeah, I can't say I would use it. I love the Uber Saw way too much, but it definitely has helped them out quite a few times where they've kept the Uber charge, and I guess it's up to personal opinion on that one.
It certainly is. That's one of those weapons where it is a side grade. There's a lot of room for debate, and it's actually really useful, especially on certain maps where you know you're going to die a lot. Let's say like a King of the Hill Sawmill would be crazy. Oh, Dracer coming around behind the heavy though. Beautiful kill there by Dracer. Clean kill and gets out as well. Nice ambush there from our Pyro on red team.
Yes, but it looks like we've got blue team backed up into the last again, and as we've mentioned many times, freight last is very difficult to push onto. Oh, actually, rather, I'm retarded. We have red team pushed onto back last.
Yeah, so
you can just talk now.
Oh no, I think we're doing fine, man. But interestingly, the medic is out here ahead of his team and deciding that, okay, no, we have to back off now. Nobody really pushed there with that Uber, so that's kind of a bad thing. Embrino goes down as well, so now we've got a situation where red has a very significant advantage.
Yeah, red team definitely has the advantage. They have last as well, which is the better spot to be holding. I think if they attack, as long as they have a sentry up to watch back caps, they are in the better position as far as the actual level goes, if you get what I'm saying, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, that sentry only at level 1 for Team Red right now. benT, of course, they are backed onto their last point and getting a couple of kills here and there. Chimp looking out the left door here. He wants to go upstairs and start seeing if he can't pick off a medic. He does spot the enemy sniper right now, and I wonder if they've realized this. Oh, yeah, there you go. That sniper finally gets taken down. Apparently, Freighter went down to a train there.
Ballas is invisible with the cloak and dagger behind blue team right now. He's just staring at everyone's backs. He's waiting for a big pick right now. Blue team is charged, though, when they're moving in. I think he missed his opportunity.
Well, Party Cat, meanwhile, did take out that sentry, single-handedly sapped it, and then revolvered it to death while the engineer was down to that train. So that's actually really good. Pyro getting on there, air blasting again to get a lot of time on that point, doing exactly the same thing. He just needs to light people on fire now. There you go. Get some damage done to those Girardian players. And Red quickly losing players right now. benT is losing this point. Very, very close right now. Oh, the Demo Man is the only man left alive right there.
Oh, I thought for just a moment the Demo Man was going to clutch that out, but not able to on a 3 versus 1. All he had to defend him, I think, was the frying pan.
That's a fact right now. There's not a lot you can do, of course, to defend in that situation with like 4 people coming at you and you have no ammo left. I would have almost liked to see like a Caber kill there. Would have been really hilarious. But
hey, don't make fun of the frying pan. He could have done it.
He probably could have. It's just a difficult thing to do. You know, it would have been a skill shot. But right now, it's definitely tied up 3-3 now. It is Winoning versus benT, and Team benT is looking like they should have had this game in the bag here with only about 8 minutes left. Of course, it's anybody's game. We could see another cap, or we could see even this go into overtime, and I have no idea how the overtime rules work. Do you?
I can't say that I do. I guess it would be much like the golden cap. Pretty much the same rules there, though. It is 3-3 right now, is it not?
Yeah, it is, and there you go. It looks like Sharkill did get taken out by a headshot. Now Gold has been taken out by a backstab as well, so lots of people going down here on red team. benT is losing players left and right, but there you go, a Huntsman headshot on Dr. Glove. It's going to delay that just a little bit for blue. 100% Uber though, and they killed reds with sticky bombs. Not even done yet. They're trying to get out here, and oh, Shockwave goes down to that, but not before more stickies come in. Or no, that was actually a pill there. Embrino is going huge right now, and Gold is not even able to defend this point properly.
Yeah, Demo single-handedly did a lot of work there for the blue team, got the capture up by a lot of points. The rest of the team came in to reinforce that, easily get the capture, and now we've got red team backed up to last. This
Gold
seems
making
familiar.
very good use of this this teleporter dispenser location. I really like that. The Uber was forced there for Delirium. Didn't really get a lot out of it. Looks like only kill there was on Dracer. Now Chimpu has killed Ferax as well, but while that heavy got all the way back through there with nobody catching on to him at all, he ended up taking out the sniper, in fact, from behind. And this Spy, we have not seen him do anything like really outstanding all game. Mostly he's just gotten saps here. So let's see if he can't actually get like a big kill on our medic or something like that. That's what he's wanting to do right now. But that cloak and dagger there, now it could be that what he's doing is just relaying enemy positions to his team, using that cloak and dagger to stay invisible. Not getting a lot of picks on that, but if he gives his team good information, that can still be a very useful thing.
The blue team Spy or red team are you watching?
I'm watching a red team Spy right now. There's
Oh.
Phallus Prédominant.
Ooh, because I am watching Party Cat, and Party Cat has been going pretty big all around, actually top scoring underneath the medic. He's had a lot of good takes, but ooh, goes down to the arrow.
Girardied arrow, I do believe. And oh yeah, the red team does want to push back out off of their last point right now. I was thinking we were actually going to see it go to 4-3 here, but that's not what we're seeing at all. Incoming Uber from blue team, but it's a little bit out of position right now. That medic trying to lead his team out there.
That medic needs to get out of there.
They did manage to kill Gold though, but now Jeff coming in on top of this medic here does not manage to get the kill there. Ferax looks like he wants to finish it off, but I don't think so.
Red team has a lot of losses, only 4 up at the moment. If they were really desperate, they might be able to do a push right now, but I can't say it's a good idea when they have the level 3 sentry completely ready.
Oh, Spy was going in for a pick there on the medic. It looks like he's been found out now and does take out Sharkill. It's kind of a useful thing to do. Train coming in right now. Oh! Darn it. I would have loved to see a train kill there.
Darn it. Darn it. That's all we want. Another train and nothing happens.
That's too bad. Oh well, we are right now waiting for blue team to try and make another push here. That's pretty much what's going to happen. And once again, our red Spy is really just, there we go, finally going for a stab. Kind of gets a face poke there.
Oh, he turns around right at the perfect time and doesn't get him.
Yeah, that's too bad. Now Chimpu here with the sniper rifle, looking out, trying to get a little bit of a kill there. And of course, I got to go over that cloak and dagger. That's the problem with it, is that you get into what you think is the perfect position, but it takes you so long to get there because of the mechanics of the cloak and dagger.
Yes.
That really, sometimes you just want to be using other watches. You can get into better positions with those.
Party Cat actually notices the other Spy, takes him down with a revolver, and I believe he's going to be running in there in a second, trying to get a pick. No, he is actually using the Inviswatch, I think, and every time he's tried to get in there, he's run out of cloak and just sort of backed off.
Oh, we just saw Chimpu get taken out by a Huntsman, though. So sniper rifle versus Huntsman, and the Huntsman actually won that one. That was kind of hilarious. Right now, Delirium taking some hits here, but of course he is invincible, so not actually taking any damage from those hits. Meanwhile, Pyro getting around behind here, but he gets taken out as well. Red team with a very good defense so far, and time is kind of winding down at the moment. Only 5 minutes left here, so the red team has a problem where if they lose a round here, if they lose a cap, then they are very, very likely to lose the entire game. And oh, Red gets taken out by another headshot from Chimpu. That's going to be huge.
Yeah, red team has really just got to defend this. If they lose, that puts them in a very bad spot. I don't think it'd be very easy at all to win an entire freight round in 4 minutes, though it is definitely possible. Actually, had an awesome match with Desolation Angels, now they remember it, last season, where we had a gigantic comeback in like a 1 to 2 minute round on freight.
Watching benT hang out here, trying to stop enemies from walking in through that main door. We've got sticky traps all over the place here defending Chimpu. That's a really neat thing. Chimpu can just call out to... Oh, gets taken out by another Huntsman headshot there. That one on fire.
Yes, Huntsman can do work on this map. You definitely have a situation where Huntsman is plausible.
Oh,
and Uber is popped in here. Red team Uber not even ready yet, but it looks like blue team easily taken care of where their Uber ran out. They're just sort of standing in front of a heavy, and red team has still got this completely under control.
Yeah, that's, I mean, pushing into freight there, you don't have all that many entrances, and they are very small entrances, so they're very easily covered by like one sentry and the entire team. Girardi coming out didn't actually hit anybody with that, so everybody did good dodging there on the red team. That is Team benT. Chimpu coming up again. Looks like he wants to get another headshot out here. Can he get it, though? We're seeing there's... Oh, a third headshot on Chimpu! Oh, man.
We've got Party Cat behind the lines. He goes down. Spying didn't work for the blue team. And nothing else on there.
Finally for red, they do manage to take out the Glink, and the little mini sentry, I think it's a mini sentry, is down right now as well. Sounds like another sentry going up somewhere, and yes, that one gets knocked out as well. So, of course, those little mini sentries can just get put right back up, but they're not going to be enough to stop this push here from Red. I think they're going to get out and capture their point. It's going to be close, though. There you go. Dracer getting a good kill back behind lines.
Blue team is trying to push all the way to last. They popped an Uber early, and the train comes and completely blocks them.
Oh,
That's
man.
kind of good because it sections them off from the rest of Red team. They're able to destroy the sentry, but they're probably going to have to back off after this because all of Red team is ready.
Oh,
no,
well, look at this.
Pushing in here. They got Girardi on them, got the heavy on the point, but no, they're taken care of, and it's just the medic left. Spy on point, but Red team back caps just in time.
That really was just in time, too. That was very, very close there. They could have lost the game just then. How much time is even left? It is 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in this game, and Red team now pushing back out onto the middle point. I think we may end up seeing an overtime round after all.
Yeah, I can't imagine either team, with how stalematy this has been so far, either team winning in the next 2 minutes, though definitely possible if Red team can have a very, very, very solid push through here.
Yeah, let's just see if they can do it. Right now, it's a spy chasing down a scout and getting lit on fire himself, so he is going to have some problems. Yeah, he is taken out there. Right now, Chimpu looking down the halls here, and he wants to take out that spy. No, ends up getting Dracier instead. And now chucking down some Girardi. So blue team recaptures the middle point right now, and they might actually go for it.
Looking strong, but at the same time, time is still running down. This is just a race against the clock if they can make this happen. Red team has a lot of people down, but has a level 2 sentry on second point ready.
Yeah, Slamu gets taken out there by some good sticky work from Sharkill. Sharkill having to back off just a little bit here, but Chimpu's now down to a roller as well. And we are seeing blue team even so trying to push him with this. They may Uber to take out this sentry, but they've only got 4 or 5 people up right now, and that's just not going to work for them too well. Oh, the Uber was popped, but that medic was blocked there for a second,
yes.
And now having to run away.
They were put into a very desperate situation there where they had a lot of people down, they had the Uber, and they kind of had to pop it anyway, because if they don't, well, there's 50 seconds left, and they pretty much would have forfeited that point.
Yeah, and yeah, you were absolutely right. 50 seconds left, 45 seconds now. I don't think either team it is mathematically even possible to win this. So we are going to see a golden cap overtime round situation here. Just as soon as time winds down, we're going to see if we find any good frags. So far, Chimpu getting taken down once again by Ferax. That is utterly hilarious to me that the Huntsman Sniper is so completely dominating the Rifle Sniper right now.
It was Spy getting a backstab on the Soldier and quick stab on the Pyro. Can't believe he actually got that. But the only way I think the blue team or red team can win this right now is if the ice skating comes back. Then they'll have enough speed to capture all of the points.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see more ice skating either, as there has been no pause here. It's going to be about 5 seconds left, so no TF2 hockey today. We are going to see overtime for sure, guys. We'll be right back as soon as that overtime round starts. And we are back in the overtime round here. I just finished drinking something because I didn't realize we were going to start so fast. So, oh man.
A lot of burping going on there.
No, it's going to be everything comes down to this. So whichever team, Winoning or benT, captures the last point here first is going to win the game. Whoever wins this mid-fight here is going to be in a good position to do just that. Gold right now for Team benT, running the Tommy Slav. This is the first time we've seen this all game, I think.
I have only ever seen actually one overtime in Highlander. You don't see it that often. Usually one team will win before this happens. So it is first to cap this point is the winner of this match. The last point that is not mid.
Yeah, I don't know how the middle point works. Did you check the rules on that? I didn't check the rules.
They were actually talking about it during the halftime before this started. I don't think any of them really knew either, so one of them checked, and it is the first to capture the last point. Midpoint, I imagine, would be the same.
Oh,
as,
man, and finally, Phallus Predominance ends up getting a pick there on Delirium. Nice kill. That means that Reds does have the Uber advantage and has popped it right now because they've lost a lot of players here. They're trying to capture this point. Oh, the train kills
the train!
Cat.
The party cat goes down, Spy is out of it. He was a little bit too distracted there, desperately trying to get that stab, and took a little bit of a backstep into that.
Yeah, Chimpu just now looking out the side here again. May get a hit on that heavy there, but no, he's taking a lot of damage himself. Oh, still going for hits here. He's really far forward and getting taken out by this demo man for sure. There he goes. Sharkill with a good kill. Now, of course, we are in overtime here, and it looks like benT is being which even team is Team benT anymore? I don't remember.
benT is blue.
Are they blue right now? Yes, they are.
Yes.
Reds, of course, on Team benT. So they have gone back over to blue. Right now, they look like they're getting in position to win this game here if they can push into last. But as we know, anything could possibly happen.
Yes, this is actually really important, though, because usually on these 5 CP maps in Highlander, whoever wins mid has an extreme advantage to take the whole match. It's very difficult to get out of that last point on Freight, and blue team is in a position to win it here unless red team can make something happen.
Yeah, Uber's been popped right now, and just trying to keep most of that team alive. Red is doing a very good job of flashing the Uber to wherever those pills landed. benT and Jeff taking some kills there right now. Chimpu and PartyCat, both the assassination classes, are down for red team. That is our only death so far. Jeff actually trying to beat down this scout with the equalizer instead of using
the Uber came in here, and it looks like it's going to be cleaning up the blue team. They had a solid push onto last, but red team comes and counters that. They had already popped their Uber on blue, so red team gets it back.
Yeah, it looks like they're ready to go here with even moving forward that level 3 sentry. Once again, that is just impossible to push into almost unless you have that Uber ready to go. So nice to see the engineer doing that. We've got blue now with everybody up once again, and red's going to have a hard time here pushing out onto mid. Look at that level 3 sentry here for our blue team as well. So Team benT and I'm sorry, Team Winoning are doing exactly the same thing here. Yeah, doing exactly the same thing here with their level 3s.
Blue team trying to get in here. The heavy's peeking a little bit. Medic coming down the left side. This is gate 2, I believe. Trying to get on the point, but they're going to have to go through quite a lot of people to do that. No Uber for either team at the moment. I guess both medics recently went down, which I missed. Reds is down at the moment with 20% left because of the Vitasaw, and Delirium back up, just getting 20% now.
Yeah, we have Delirium. Yeah, there are about even Ubers actually, but Delirium trying to get his team here to push out if they possibly can. It's just that everybody for blue team, once again, benT still alive, and Jeff was at a really nice ambush position there. Plus, they've got this sentry, they've got a very good
we've got
hold.
Phallus sitting on second point with the cloak and dagger, just standing behind the medic. Who knows what's going to happen here, but it could be pretty huge.
He decloaks. Nobody spotted him yet. Goes for the stab, doesn't manage to get it. What is his ping, I wonder?
It looks to me, I was watching in third person, but I could have sworn he got that stab. Unfortunately, doesn't. That would have been the perfect thing for blue team to push into.
Yeah, but there's a problem, of course, once again with that cloak and dagger, is that just it takes forever to get in those positions, and then if you just miss that one stab, you've basically wasted like 3 minutes or something, and you only get one stab, or sometimes even 0. So you just gotta really, I think most of the most successful spies have the mentality that they've just got to go in there and try to get the stabs, even if they don't have great positioning. If they try, sometimes they'll succeed.
It's definitely not easy to play spy in Highlander with so many people having a chance to see what you're doing or hear what you're doing, though on the slight plus side, there's so much stuff going on, usually players won't actually hear that decloak as easily as they would in 6s.
Yeah, and once again, I think my stream chat is actually asking. I'm a little confused here as well, but yes, Team benT is in blue right now, and they are pushing in. Do manage to take out Chimpu. Team Winoning is in red, and they are falling back. PartyCat, though, behind enemy lines. Now he's using the cloak and dagger as well, interestingly enough.
Yes, we've just got a really solid hold from both teams. Nobody really committing to anything yet, but Ubers are charged from both teams, so I suppose they're just looking for an opening or enough picks to justify trying to get in here.
I think PartyCat is probably going to use this cloak and dagger to wait until he sees the push coming in from blue team. Oh man, look at the heavy here though. Trying to spray those bullets around and just see if he can't spot the spy. Has not managed to do anything of the sort though.
Yeah, PartyCat is definitely in the perfect position to make something happen right now. Has, open lane to the sentry, has the medic just standing right there. So I'd love to see him get some picks off of this.
Yeah, he's pretty much going to wait until that push starts, and that way he'll have a prime opportunity to come in and deal some damage once these guys are already distracted.
Yes, it'd be nice to see red team pushing right now, because as soon as blue team is distracted, he has so many options open to him, and we're going to hype this up so much to him just getting shot and falling in the water, aren't we?
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Cloak and dagger spy, that's pretty much what you see most of the time. He is providing some decent intel to his team, I would assume, just talking to them. Right now, Dr. Glove and Chimpu end up helping take down the spy for blue once again. So that spy not being the world's most effective right now, and blue really seems like they just want to sit here and park the bus. That's exactly what they're doing right now. They are waiting for red team to push into them.
Yes, I have just got my eyes glued onto the PartyCat, because I know nothing is really going to happen until he gets a stab, or he's not going to get a stab until something happens.
Right now, he is, of course, disguised. Somebody was saying maybe he might forget to disguise again. No, this time around, it looks like he's got the little thing on his face. I think he's disguised. But yeah, man, blue team, I mean, I think if they just sit here and run down the clock, that's probably what they're going to be doing. How much time is left right now? Is this a full 30-minute round? Running down the clock is a very bad idea if they're trying to do that.
I suppose the rules are, instead of the 10 minutes, it looks like it is a full 30 minutes whoever gets it. So we could be sitting here for 30 more minutes waiting to see what happens, and waiting to see if Party Cat ever moves.
That's pretty much I've been on the Party Cat cam non-stop right now.
Yes, me too.
Blue team is just not pushing. They do not want to be the aggressor. Oh, finally they are, in fact, starting to push now. Party Cat coming in behind, getting the decloak here. Oh, he's spotted, decloaking, but looks like he may be able to get away.
Oh, and they pop the Uber. Unfortunately, just like I had predicted, nothing happened.
Oh, finally Party Cat gets a stab there on the heavy, and now the counter Uber coming out for red team. This could be what they need to do right now. They're only 4 players up for blue. They've still got the sentry up, I do believe, but it's starting to take some damage here, and there's no engineer to repair it right now, so it goes down very, very quickly. Teleporter getting a demo man here, but he's going to get taken out by the heavy, and yeah, I think red team may be able to push back out here and capture mid.
Yeah, that was a perfect push from red team. They even got the heavy coming out of the teleporter. Oh, actually killed the pyro that was camping the teleporter. He goes down, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely a perfect push from red. They've got mid now. They're going to be able to capture that with no problem at all.
Yeah, frequency getting out here now and just holding that down until the rest of the team gets in position, taking out this little sentry gun. It was not even a mini sentry. I think it was a full level 1. Slamu kind of trying to do the same thing here, carrying around a sentry. Sounds like there's a train coming, though. Didn't get any kills.
It looked like just for a second that the engineer was going to walk in front of it with his sentry in his hand. That would have been a very big turning point in the match.
Shockwave coming in here after the sniper does take him out, and now he's just going to throw that milk as he tries to fade away. Does manage to get away from that with 9 health. Glink here seems to have gone AFK for some reason, so that's not really good for red team's chances of pushing. Losing your pyro actually a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's really not helping his team out by doing that.
Oh, and the sentry gets taken out there. Actually, good pick there. We didn't see it, but our blue spy there. No, I'm sorry, it was our red spy. It was Phallus. Is he on red or blue? No, he's on blue.
Blue is red.
Yeah.
blue is Phallus.
Yeah, he did manage to take out the engineer while he was carrying that sentry around, so that's a pretty big deal. Blue team now defending their second point here. It's 5 on 6, except that I don't know if the Glink, I think maybe he's back now, so the Pyro may be back.
Blue's team is mostly support classes right now, though. Red team has got the heavy. They've got, you know, all the important pushing classes, so blue team's still going to be sitting back here just trying to get the cap with the sniper. He somehow is not dead yet, but there he goes.
Wow, so we've actually seen, and look, as the Reds is down as well, so just now coming back up with 5% Uber. There you go. So it looks like those Ubers are going to be about even, but we are seeing benT here, who could have pushed all the way into the last point, now being forced to defend their own last point, and Gold just standing there and trying to shut down that little area as much as possible.
Yeah, they took mid from them, and you could see how quickly that brings them to last. That second point is so hard to defend once they finally get mid. Truly a turning point for this match. We'll see if they can keep it up, though, or they can be just like how it was over there, and we get another flop, and then another.
Yeah, flops tend to happen a lot just because of the way Freight is laid out. I mean, it's not necessarily any fault of the teams, but when you try to push into the enemy team, you're very likely to have to push through choke points. You can't flash that Uber to everybody, and as a result, somebody is going to die. Chimpu looking around right now, trying to get a pick on the engineer, ends up hitting the demo man's leg instead. We had a little train action going on there, and Chimpu gets taken out by some pills, so Sharkill knows what's up.
Yeah, pretty difficult actually to peek as a sniper on this last point because you're always going to have people, you know, expecting that they're all in pretty obvious places. Yes, obviously the sniper's going to peek at the top right thing over there.
Yeah, it's a very common place for him to do it. There aren't many places where you can push in, and that is part of the problem with last points on a lot of these maps. Of course,
there was a huge headshot by the Huntsman on the medic. Red team dropped Uber right there.
Uh-oh. So we may actually see benT try to push out with this. I think they're doing just that. They're keeping their pyro hanging around behind their medic, and now trying to help do some spam reflect as well. Gold coming out here and just killing whatever he can. That little wrangled mini sentry is such a pain in the butt. But red team is down half of their players right now.
Yeah, that was definitely a huge turning point. Not just because the medic died, but just, you know, a moral bonus, or what is the word I'm looking for?
Morale.
When you've got the blue team with the sentry there, you don't need someone to watch the point, so that's the perfect time to push when you know their medic just dropped.
Yeah, absolutely. So red team now dropping back away to their middle point. Chimpu, let's just see if he can't get some snipes going on, though, because we may see blue try to push out here, and they may end up pushing right into the sniper's waiting scope.
As it looks like the engineer is up on the crate over here trying to build a sentry right where the team is. Let's see if he can make anything huge happen. We've got a train coming as well. Hopefully everyone hears that.
Yeah, those trains are, of course,
I mean, I
pretty
hope
darn
not.
loud.
I hope no one hears it.
That's what we hope for here, but of course it looks like they are going to be just okay. And red team's still holding on to their point right now, but Party Cat hanging out behind the medic does decloak, and nobody saw him. Takes out Reds. I think she might have dropped Uber there. Let's see.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
dropped
fizzles.
Uber. Everyone notices after that, of course, and they all chase him down the tunnel, which gives red team even more of a chance to get in here and push the point.
Yeah, so that Uber was immediately popped there for red team. It was basically a free Uber situation where they just said, yeah, let's go ahead and use it, and we'll still have advantage by the time Reds comes back up there.
I'm not sure I really agree with the free Uber situation because there is a level 3 sentry on the point. They could have saved it a little bit to try and, help them take this second point, though.
Yeah, I think part of it was that their medic actually went down to about 80 health, and they might have been forced there, but nonetheless, it's worked out okay for them. They have managed to take out the sentry, no problem, and now blue team benT backed up to their last point once again. So, I mean, we could see this round very easily go to Team Winoning.
Winoning, yes, switching sides a lot, bringing teams right back to last points. Blue team backed up to what could easily be a defeat any second now. They're going to need another big kill like that Huntsman sniper from before to push out from this.
Yeah, right now a bunch of stickies going down on that door, but that is a very common thing. Pyro's just going to peek out there and air blast them back, so they are not going to do any damage, but of course they're going to get reset right away. I mean, that's just how it is. Now a bunch of stickies coming down here, and should those detonate, they could do a lot of damage there. They actually did, but Uber versus Uber right now on the last point. Blue team trying to hold it down. So far they're getting air blasted off by this Pyro who's capping, and there goes a train, killing everybody!
Oh, the train! The train wins the round pretty much. Let's see if they can actually get the cap off of this. Any second, maybe?
GG train.
Oh, that was very intense. The train completely destroyed them.
That was really awesome. What a great end to an epically long match on Freight. Went into overtime, but Team Winoning ends up winning the game. That is it. Demo is over. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Salamancer. I was joined by Star. You can check him out on youtube.com/NIICHTS. He's got some great analysis videos over there. And of course, hit subscribe over here on youtube.com/FatMop as well. We are going to be signing out.
Noise.